What's going on, everyone? This is Slackerman with another model review. Today we are looking at the Bandai model kit, Star Wars Rogue One. This is the EWing fighter and TIE striker set, which also comes with some Imperial assault tanks. This is my first Bandai model kit. I didn't build this myself. I actually found someone who built and kind of professionally painted these. I'm not a painter, so I couldn't do the level of detail that he did, and I probably couldn't build these either. I kind of suck at model building. However, I have to say this is the best way to go if you're collecting Star Wars starships. This is the most detailed, especially with the paint job that he did. I have some more that I'm going to be reviewing. I have the X-Wing from Rogue One and then a Y-Wing, and you'll see after these three model reviews that just the level of detail, the sculpt, everything, this is the best way to go for Star Wars starships. So let's take a look. We'll start out with the assault tanks. I'll see if I can get zoom in or focus. Just looking at, even though they're small, all that detail there. You have the tank commander coming out of the top cupola there. All the sculpt is there. Sculpt is there for the tank. All the line work. There's the kyber crystal kind of holding tanks. The cannons do articulate. You can move them, up and down, and they look great. So just for being a tiny little piece, it has tons of detail, and he did an amazing job on the paint. So you do get two of those. Going next to the TIE Striker. The TIE Striker is probably my favorite TIE series of fighter. I love the design of it. Love that it's kind of just an in-atmosphere type fighter. But again, taking a look at the detail, because it's a model kit, obviously all of the sculpt is really sharp because it's all individual pieces. So you have the standard TIE Fighter cockpit. You have quad lasers up front, which looks great. Looking at the side, all of the black wash that he did on this is great. The top section looks great with that kind of a dark wash. And then all the panels, you can see it has an individual kind of shine to it on these solar panels. The back end looks nice. He has the kind of the lights and the big engine. On the end of the wings, which I didn't really notice in the movie, also has laser cannons or laser cannon tips there. And then, get my camera to focus here, the wings do articulate, so you can articulate them down, kind of like in the landing, landing configuration. So that is the TIE Striker. And then finally, this is why I really wanted this, the EWing. The EWing is probably one of my favorite Rebel ships or favorite starfighters in general. In Star Wars, I love the design of it. And again, this model is probably the best EWing model as far as the scale and the look of it. So just taking a look at the top, all of that dirt and black wash that he did on it looks great. He has kind of some line work done to kind of make all the seams and stuff pop. You have kind of like your squadron markings right there, which looks great. Here, the front end, you can see it has kind of like that viewport glass section in the bottom. Then you have kind of like that radiator type looking thing up front. You have your two big laser cannons. And I really like the kind of dirt wash or burn mark type thing kind of going this way to look like it's getting dirty as it's flying through the air or through smoke. You can see the pilot is painted. The two pilots are in there, pilot and co-pilot. Looking at the back, I think this vent looking thing is the repulsor lift in Star Wars lore. This back section has tons of that dirt wash, especially around the intakes. You can see those are nicely detailed with that black wash, and then all the sculpt is great. The thrusters look great, the actual thruster nozzles. The underside, you can see the actual troop loading door. That's where obviously the door gunners would be. And then the whole underside looks great with all this detail and paint work. And then obviously the wings do articulate, so they fold out. In Rogue One, I've seen the EWing fly kind of with the wings straight out, kind of like a plane. And then also they've oops, knocked my camera down. They've folded all the way back, kind of like into a in-flight, kind of a higher speed in atmosphere flight pose. So again, the wings look great, tons of detail, and again, the EWing is one of, if not my favorite Star Wars fighter or starfighter slash troop transport. So again, the Star Wars model kit, or the Bandai Star Wars model kit, is the way to go, as you'll see with my other two reviews. They're the most detailed, especially if you have someone who knows how to paint They don't feel that fragile either. Like these little guys seems like they might break. There's some points that feel a little fragile, maybe like the wings here. Maybe they could snap off, but they feel sturdy enough where you can pick them up, you know, mess around, play with them. They don't feel super fragile like they're going to break in your hand either. So I highly recommend this set. Easy, a 5 out of 5. And for me, I'm going to try to buy more pre-made, pre-painted Bandai model kit models through this guy. Hopefully, eventually I can learn how to paint myself this well. So hope everyone liked the video, and thanks a lot for watching.